Hi boys and girls, it's me Lily and I'm here with Fluffy and Minky and we're going to read you a story about Alfie. He's the boy who's a little bit naughty but he doesn't really mean to be. It's just sometimes he can't help himself. Today's story is called Alfie Gets a Pet and it's written by me, LIly Beane. And can you guess, Alfie gets a pet today? Or does he? Let's find out. Alfie had been badgering Mum for a pet for ages. Mum always said no, followed by, "A pet is for life, Alfie, not just a whim." Alfie didn't know what a whim was. He wanted his pet for life. One day, when Alfie had been asking her for the umpteenth time for a pet, and Mum was finally fed up with his persistence, she said, "I've arranged for you to work in Mr. Oodles' pet shop tomorrow with all the pets. If you can show me that you're responsible and do everything Mr. Oodles tells you, then I'll think about it." Alfie jumped up and down in delight. Yes, he had finally won Mum over. Well, almost. The next day at the pet shop, Alfie listened carefully to all the instructions Mr. Oodles gave him. 1. Never leave the animal cages open. 2. Don't feed the animals without Mr. Oodles' permission. 3. Be nice to the customers. 4. If he doesn't know the answer to a question, ask Mr. Oodles. 5. Lunch is at 12:30 p.m. And finally 6. Don't make a mess. There were so many pets for sale at Oodles and Oodles of Pets pet shop. There were cute pink rabbits like the one Jenny had. There were fishes of many colors including goldfish. There were snakes and puppies and kittens and hamsters and budgies and parrots and more hamsters and frogs and baby crocodiles and lizards and iguanas too. It was more like a zoo than a traditional pet shop. Mr. Oodles was busy serving Mrs. Poodlepom, who was buying dog food and hair products for her pet poodle. By now, Alfie had forgotten most of Mr. Oodles' instructions. And he was getting bored. He thought, if I feed all the animals, then Mum will see that I'm capable of looking after a pet and she'll have to let me have one. Alfie looked in the stock cupboard. The food for the animals was on the top shelf and he couldn't reach it. There wasn't a ladder anywhere and he couldn't jump high enough. How was he going to feed the animals now? I know, thought Alfie. He got his lunchbox and took out his sandwich, banana and jelly beans. Maybe the pets would like some of his lunch. It would be nice for them to have a change of diet. If I was a fish, what would I eat? Alfie pondered. I know, a bit of my tuna sandwich. So he fed the fishies a bit of his tuna sandwich. If I was a snake, what would I eat? Alfie pondered. I know, some jelly beans. I bet this snake has never had jelly beans. What a nice treat for him. So he fed the snake a couple of his jelly beans. If I was a hamster, what would I eat? Alfie pondered. I know, a banana. So he fed the hamster a bite of his banana. In his rush to feed all the animals, Alfie had forgotten Mr. Oodles' first instruction. Never leave the animal cages open. left the snake pit open. When he got to the parrot's cage, the parrot said, "I want Smarties, Mummy, I want Smarties." Alfie didn't have any Smarties for the smart parrot. Suddenly, the parrot squawked, "The snake has escaped! The snake has escaped!" Mrs. Poodleplum shrieked, "Get that thing away from me and my poodle pie!" But the snake was slithering towards the parrot. "Oh no, it's going to get me! Oh no, it's going to get me!" squawked the parrot. "If I eat that parrot, it will stop talking so much and give everyone some peace," thought the snake. But Mr. Oodles grabbed the snake and put him back in his pit just in time. "What's wrong with the goldfish?" said Mr. Oodles. The goldfish were frothing at the mouth. "Oh dear." "I gave them some of my tuna sandwich, Mr. Oodles," said Alfie innocently. "Dear boy, my goldfish don't eat tuna. They prefer caviar. You ignored all my rules and caused havoc. Your mother will have to be told of this," Mr. Oodles said angrily. Alfie looked glum. He had only meant to be helpful. Now Mum would never let him have a pet. When Mum arrived later that day to pick Alfie up, Mr. Oodles filled her in on everything. Since Alfie had been good for the rest of the time, Mr. Oodles wasn't as mad as before. "Mom, before you say anything, Mr. Oodles agrees that we learn from our mistakes. And now I know what all the pets eat and how to take care of them. Please, can I have a pet, Mom?" pleaded Alfie. Mom furrowed her brows like she was deep in thought. Finally she said, "Okay, Alfie, you can have a pet, but you must feed it, clean it, wash it, everything. Is that a deal?" "Yes, Mum, I promise. Thank you!" cried Alfie. And Alfie kept his promise to Mum and looked after his pet hamster, Oodles Jr., really, really well. And that's the end of that story called Alfie Gets a Pet. Did you enjoy that, children? Do you have a pet? And do you take care of your pets? Well, why don't you join me and Fluffy and Minky next time for more stories about Alfie and the naughty adventures that he gets up to. Until next time, from us,